Hi, how are you doing? Welcome back to the Reconnection Space. So, as I explained in my last video, I'm starting to do a few more videos solo, just explaining a little bit about the reconnection processes that I go through in my program, but also talking about things that are on my mind in terms of supporting emotional well-being and supporting, what's going on in the world regarding mental health awareness. Um, Now, my post that I put out on social media today is quite timely, and it was about time. And one of the cornerstones of the Reconnection program is stop, breathe, be present, be mindful. But I have noticed that I have not been really focusing on that so much. I feel at the moment that I am running from one event to another event, from one activity to another activity. If I get a spare minute, you know what I'm doing? I'm making a to-do list, because I feel like I can never run out of things to do. And if I have a moment to sit down, I find that I'm multitasking, which as a psychologist, I know we don't actually do anyway. I'm just manically swapping from one task to another task. And it got me really thinking about how we are not stopping, not living in the present, and we are in our culture creating stress. Because actually I don't have a lot of things to be stressed about in terms of general life needs. You know, I'm safe, I'm loved, I have a good community around me, my community is safe, I'm doing a role that I really love doing. So why do I wake up in the night with that feeling in the pit of my stomach, with anxiety about what I haven't done? Because there's nothing in my life that isn't fixable. So if I am struggling with uni study, I can ring my tutor. If I am behind with paperwork, I can carve time out to do that. You know, I have a lot of flexibility, but I think it's something that we do. We have almost competitive busyness going on in the world. Everything is about how busy we are and how stressed we are. And interestingly, because of the role that I do and all the things I follow, there's also a lot of pressure on people to be doing the right kind of downtime, to be doing the whole making time for yourself. And it feels as though that's become a scheduled activity. Have I scheduled in time for myself? And was it deep and meaningful? And does slobbing out on the sofa in my leisure wear and eating carbs, does that count, or does that go against so many of the things that we're not meant to do and should be doing? I just don't know. And it's therefore, you know, when I reflect on this, it's no wonder that the biggest thing that's causing people to actually seek out therapy initially is feelings of overwhelm and this word of the use stress, because we all have the same amount of time in our day, but we're all using it differently. And there never seems to be enough time in our day, but the length of a day has never changed. So why is it that we're, you know, all the way into life as we know it, and we've still not got a grip on how to utilize time well enough? So what if we just stopped? This was my question this morning. What if we just went with the flow a bit more? What if wherever possible, we just allowed ourselves to be without planning an activity, without making sure that it ticked a box? And one of the areas that I'm most interested in, now having got my little boy, is the way that we feel the need to schedule children's time. And again, it's almost competitive about the amount of activities that a child needs to do. And if you're not involved in hundreds of activities, you're not parenting well. Well, actually, wouldn't it be nice for children just to learn to play? Recently, I was at a meeting, and we talked about the fact that so many children, they don't know how to simply play because they never get any downtime. So they don't know how to just go and choose a toy and pick up a toy and amuse themselves and use their imagination. And they're tired. And why wouldn't you be tired if every day you had your school or your work, and after every day you had another activity, and then you had all the other things that they're expected to do? And then we say to them that's the norm, and then they carry that through on in their lives. And I just, I'm going to start to try and be more conscious again about my time, and not feel as though I've got to cram every minute of every day. And I'm also starting to be a bit more conscious with my son. He doesn't need to have activities all the time. He does them because he enjoys them. But if he doesn't want to do them and he's tired and he doesn't enjoy them, then why not just have time off and just letting him have time to be and time to sit? That doesn't make him any less engaged, and it doesn't make me any less of a parent. So those are my thoughts today. That's what I'm going to be exploring throughout the week over on my social media pages. And I'd be really interested in your comments. I'd love to get some comments and some discussion going here on the Reconnection Space about how you think we've got obsessed with time and filling it with stuff. Hope you have a great week. We've got a lovely guest video coming up on Wednesday, talking about their reconnection moment. So we've got lots of things going on here in the Reconnection Space. All right, take care, be mindful, see you soon.